Hi, it's your girl Sunshine. Um, Back again for another reading. Today, I wanted to just use Rebecca Campbell's Work Your Light Oracle cards. Now, on my drive to work this morning, I just felt so great, so alive, so vibrant. It was just so nice, and then it dawned on me. I was just like, what is it? Like, what is different? And I was at the point where it's just like, oh, I stepped in my power more. I had a shift and a change. And the more that you go on this journey, the more that you develop yourself, you start to recognize when it happens. And like tower moments and stuff like that don't feel so bad or as bad as it used to feel. So I wanted to do a reading about stepping into your power. And for anyone in a collective that is stuck, that just needs guidance on how to do it, I'm hoping Spirit will guide them through this reading. Alright, a couple more shuffles. Okay, last shuffle. Ask that Spirit give the most intuitive message to the collective, to anyone that needs to hear it, that is watching, how to step in your power more. You can see that it's a girl sitting off on a rock, and then there's the pond, and then you have in the background, she's looking out, and the card says, answer the call. What is your soul calling you to do? In the card, you can see that she's sad, maybe unsure of what she wants. I get a down energy, and it's just like, you've been here before, because there's this fingerprint, I see here. You're guided protected, and you need to tap in and figure out what is it, that one thing that beats everything. Like at the end of the day, example, you have a favorite cake. That cake beats every single cake out there. And basically you have to find out, what's your cake? What you eating? In regards to that. Now, I want to see what exactly it actually says in the book. Now, before I actually go to the book and read it, in regards to this card, I'm also getting the senses of how to find it is when you do it, you're lit up. When you do it, you constantly want to do it over and over and over. You can't wait until the next time that you want to do whatever the task is. Like, say, example, it related to music. You can't wait till you get that another song, or write that another, write that another song, make that another beat, just put another one out, just constantly doing it. And wanting to do it. Like, I know for my passion, I used to get mad that I had to go to the bathroom. I used to get mad that I would get hungry and I would have to stop because I was just so into it. And I didn't want to stop doing it. And I had to yell at myself and be like, yo, go to the bathroom. It's going to be bad. But I was just so focused and so driven and so into it. I didn't want to stop. Those are the signs and the emotions and the feelings that you're looking for to find the passion of what you really want and going for it. That's how you know that it is what you want. And when you understand how it gets you to that vibration and understand when you're in it and what it does, you won't question it like, is this actually what I'm supposed to be doing? Is this da 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 da? All those little voices in your head where your ego's talking, telling you this and that, but reality is totally different. All of that. It says, your guidance is divinely guided. You are being called to answer the call of your soul. It might be scary. It might not make sense. But if you trust your soul's yearnings, you will live a life beyond what your mind could possibly imagine. Answering answering your soul's calling is not a one-time thing, rather a lifetime dance. Deep down, you already know what you're longing for, what your soul yearns for. Whatever you are called to do, that is your calling. Don't overthink it. Don't wait for permission. Just say yes. Just go for it. All doubts. Get that ego to shut up. Most people are waiting for a step-by-step plan before they take the first step. But intuition doesn't work like that. It takes faith and courage to answer the calls of your soul. And that's why most people don't do it. But you are not like most people. Even to the fact that you've stumbled on this channel, on this video, goes to show you that you want to progress and you want to be different because you are different and you do stand out, which is perfectly fine. You think Beyonce didn't have to go through those same type of things? You know, Jay-Z, anyone up there, you know, anyone that's successful in knowing who they are and, you know, have their career, have everything about their life in alignment. They went for what they believed in. Doesn't mean you're not going to stumble and fall sometimes. Doesn't mean that there's not going to be times where you have like a little tiny doubt, but keep pushing, keep going through it, and you'll get there. You are in exactly the right place to answer your calling. You don't need to know the whole plan. You don't even need to know where it's leading. You just need to take the next step. No one has ever had the complete perfect plan. There is no end destination. There is no right or wrong way to do it, and you don't need permission from anyone. I love that point. Before that, when I said no one has ever had the complete perfect plan, I know a lot about that. I'm actually a Virgo, and we're perfectionists. We want the perfect this and the perfect that before we even start, and we'll plan and plan and plan and plan and plan and plan. And sometimes you'll get trapped in the planning stage, and you just have to understand that the more that you actually just do it, even if it's 5 minutes, 10 minutes, a minute, the more that you will start to understand what works from what not works. And all that time and energy you're using to plan, you can now say, hey, I tried this out. Plan A didn't work. Let's go with B. Instead of sitting there and writing out, okay, this is A, B, C, D, D, and you didn't even do any action to do it. No, you do plan A, you go back, you evaluate, and then you'll be like, okay, so now I'm going to try this. And it's about a continuation of just keep going back to the drawing board of do one plan at a time. Don't do 10, don't do 5, don't do 6, do 1. You do plan A, you try it, you come back with results, and then you go and you do plan to be. I'm tired, I'm hungry. And also the other part where it's just that there is no end destination. There is no right or wrong that you can do. And this last part, you do not need permission from anyone. Oh man, is that one of the biggest things that I find that we in society do? We're like, oh, but our mom doesn't want us to do it, or our brother doesn't want to do it, or what's my brother gonna think? What's my boyfriend gonna think? What's my husband gonna think? What's my sister, my cousin, my auntie? Who cares? At the end of the day, if it makes you happy, it makes you happy. And if they can't be happy for you, then why you have them in your life? It's unfortunate to think that sometimes it could be blood that is doing that, and there's just unfortunate. There's nothing you can do about that. At the end of the day, why sacrifice your happiness because someone else doesn't agree with something? You have to go for what you want and what you want to do. And also it ended off with saying, sometimes the more resistance we have around answering our soul calling, the more important it is to our soul growth. So I know when I do readings for people and the Tower card comes out and they're like, oh, and they don't like the Tower card. I have learned to embrace and love the Tower card, because right behind the door and after that stage is this beautiful change and experience. Sorry, I've just been wobbling the camera the whole time. Anyways, so I lost my train of thought. Tower card. So the Tower card, yeah, a lot of people will be down about, and I've learned to see that, okay, this is something I have to go through. I have to face it. The more that I fight it, the more that I resist it, the more that I'm prolonging it, and the more that it's going to make it even harder. So facing it head on is, the sooner you get over it, the sooner you can get past it and go on to the next. And sometimes it feels as if like tower after tower after tower after tower after tower, and like it just continues to happen. It just means that you're growing at a more rapid speed, and it could be that you are probably maybe behind on your journey, because depending on when you go through this process of purging and cleansing and healing, if you've been ignoring it for a long time, like think about it. If you started when you were 26, that is 26 years of shit you put in your head, of shit people have put in your head, your family, your friends, people that hurt you, all these things, society, all of it has put in your head. You have to release majority of it, because a lot of times you'll think, oh, when you have this thought in your head, that it's your thought. It's not always necessarily your thought. Sometimes it could have been something that someone said to you as a child, and your brain didn't know any better and basically resonated as that. That is something that you would want to purge, because it's hindering you. It doesn't serve its purpose. So, with that being said, I know that definitely will resonate with someone. I definitely felt it, and I definitely understand what it's like to be in that vibration of the sadness and the not knowing, the unknown. But you'll get through it, you'll keep pushing, and then you'll see that it's going to be such a beautiful experience. And I just saw 1414 on the clock. Those break down to 5-5. And if you're into numerology, I would suggest you researching what 5-5 means. If you also break it down even more, it means 10, and 10 is about completion, 5 is about change. Alright, thank you for stopping by, and good luck on your journey. Bye.